In one of my last videos, I talked about the importance of eating like a monster. The end to which I'm using this mean is to become a bullmastiff. I'm running Bullmastiff by Alex Bromley, if you couldn't tell already, which is a strength program, kind of a powerlifting program. I know Planet Fitness powerlifting lol, but I'm very, very tired of being stuck in novice category and not being intermediate, and therefore I'm running this program. And a big part of that is the food I eat on a daily basis. So I'm going to be going over this is unscripted, unplanned, not when all these assholes are like cutting day of eating, one rice cake, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, where it's just like they plan it out ahead of time. This was I just recorded what I ate on the day, right? So this is going to give you a very somewhat accurate descriptor. There are a couple of things that I didn't have today that I usually have, and there are a couple of things that I did have today that I usually do not. And I'm going to get to those when we get there, but let's get started. If you're overwhelmed by all the culinary and nutrition advice you see online, but are simultaneously fascinated by how good the food you see on like Shorts, TikTok, Instagram looks, then it's time to check out Common Sense Cooking. First time purchases not only get 50% off, a little bit more than that actually, but also get to hop on a one-to-one call with me where we discuss a culinary topic of your choosing. In addition, these same first 10 get to request an additional module that gets added to the stack of the original course. Check out the link in the description now. Don't delay, act now. Thank you very much for your patience. Now let's get back to the actual video. Oh, it was beautiful. So, I started the day off. Hold on. Let me mute the audio for these. I started the day off with some tea. Now, I usually just have the black tea, unsweetened, or Earl Grey or green. Now, since I'm trying to bulk, this diet, I need to just go ahead and say it, it's not good for health whatsoever. It's pretty fucking shitty for health. And so if that's the expectation you're going into this with, no. This is to gain weight, make me feel stronger shit in the gym, and to become a bull mastiff. This is not for health. So I'm putting in a little stick of sugar, right? Like this little yardstick of sugar. And what this is going to do is it's going to add a bunch of carbs, it's going to add a bunch of calories. Now, I didn't like purposefully pet out the video. It took so long for me to get the tea bag out because I needed to learn to do everything one-handed and one-mouthed. So as you can see here, I'm walking over, I'm about to pour over the boiling water. So I'm going to do half boiling water, pretty much half milk, because, I don't know, masochism. I'm sure some people would say that that's very bad. But this is a super sweetened tea, much sweeter than I usually have. But it's, again, for the bulk to become a bull mastiff. Here we are, here we are. So, the first bit of breakfast over here is tuna, seaweed, and an avocado. Now, I know what you're thinking. Crispy bacon Overwatch. Is this not gonna make you smell like absolute asshole? Well, I'm glad you said that. Actually, not as much as you think, right? There is nothing too strong in that, in this dish, that is gonna make you smell like fucking horrible. Obviously, brush your teeth after. Also, mouthwash. Also, tongue scraper. So it ends up all working out very well. But the smell when you initially open a can of fucking tuna, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit strong, but it's not as bad as you might think. And the nutrition aspect of it is really cool. And when you have it mixed with avocado and the little crispy fucking seaweed, it just makes it feel like you're eating a sushi or a piece of like a roll, a hand roll basically, which is very nice and it tastes very good. So I have that for its protein. Tuna is basically only protein and water. Selenium. The avocado has a bunch of like unsaturated fats. It's very goated. We'll get into the nutrients more after I've gone over the entire meal. Let's see. Yes, here's where you can see the creatine that I actually forgot to take today. I was about to make a point here about how I forget to take creatine most days. I actually forgot to take it today as well because I just don't notice a difference. I think I may be a non-responder, and I'm just such a fucking it's such a drag to like dry scoop and whatever, and I'm not gonna make a smoothie every single day to mix it into. So like, yeah, I didn't take my creatine today. Unlucky. I've clearly shrank. Here's also me adding the milk to the tea, and this is gonna up the calories, make it more hydrating, add some more protein, more fat, and it's gonna make it a lot lighter. So this is essentially like a sweetened milk beverage with a hint of Earl Grey tea flavor. Again, I would usually drink it just straight up, straight black, but today this is the way it turned out. This is the way I was feeling. So this is what I did. I hope I uploaded the right images. Okay, so here is my dinner for the day. before that though, let me get into a couple of pictures. All right, here we are. So these protein bars. I usually do not have these protein bars or any protein bars whatsoever. However, today I was didn't pack myself anything for fucking after school, right? And I needed a pre-workout snack, and these guys were $7 for 4 bars. And I was like, sure, fuck it. Again, this isn't a health-based diet. It's like pure seed oil mania until I get to 170, 180. You can tell also by the acne how the webcam is like doing a very good job of covering it up, but that's not what I want. I want you guys to fucking see every individual pore. Yep, there you are. Good evening. This is a very flattering angle, but I want to show you guys the real world downsides. You can see the very nice fucking lack of Invisalign. So you can see the real world detriments of what I'm doing, right? Like, don't expect to get clear skin or keep clear skin with the diet I'm following, because this pretty much directly contradicts what I told you guys in the acne video. So, yes, I'm having these protein bars. Yes, it is to become a fucking bull mastiff, because my main goal right now is just size, because as you can see, puny fucking arms. I have to like fully supinate for them even to look like anything. The forearms are actually not bad, even though in the sliding they're completely washed out. But yeah, the entire physique needs... I need to fill out the frame, my guy. I need the neck to just be like this without flexing. So this is the goal. This is what we're operating off of. So that's what the protein bars were for. They're also for a nice pre-workout snack. I actually had 2 of them, which I would have thought previously was super fucking wasteful. I would have thought that they're really... You know, if you eat more than one of like a prepackaged thing, it's like kind of a little bit immoral, because you're like, I don't know, taking away from other family or friends who may have been eating it. And also, you may be like, just overdosing on fucking horrible ingredients and chemicals. But today I broke that mental limit, and I had 2 of them. So at 220 calories each, like 15 grams of protein each, that's comes out to 440 calories, 30 grams of protein, which is like an okay macro split. But I'm not as much concerned about the protein as the overall calories. Like Devin Lair said, if you just eat enough food, you're probably going to be okay. Again, we're going to do a full macro breakdown later and micro breakdown. But for now, that's the overview that you need to know. Those are my pre-workout snack. Other than that, I'm going to put some pictures up right now of, because I'm in LA. Schools in LA, you can't fucking use your phones because district decision. I don't know how to make the rules. So obviously I didn't film that, but I did have, and this is the worst thing on this meal plan right here, I had some cafeteria food, specifically the breakfast items, specifically the coffee cake and some fucking apple slices and the juice. Now, this is completely like kindergarten level fucking dino nugget level shitty for your health food, right? And for the majority of the school year and for the majority of my high school career, I just like mostly would either have a few nuts and fruits throughout the day or just raw dog it and just not have any food throughout the day. That's what I did basically for most of my senior year, which is this year. However, ever since I've gotten on this program, I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm getting up to 180 and I'm getting my lifts up to intermediate level. I'm no longer going to become this I'm no longer going to be this small emaciated bitch boy. So I'm throwing that in there as well. It's very unhealthy, and trust me, I can go back to just fucking intermittent fasting, not eating much of that whatsoever after this bulk is complete, and after I finally hit those beautiful intermediate numbers. Now, coming back to the last real meal of the day. Hold on a gosh darn second. Here we are. There we go. All right. So this is some Trader Joe's Indian like tikka masala mix with chickpeas, some bell peppers, and chicken thigh, and then just a bunch of white rice. I had many portions of this, as I can bring the picture up right here. It's a new portion, so seconds and thirds were ahead of that, and that comprises the bulk of the calories for the day. To end the day off, and I actually still have it here with me, right over here, is a mango, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, mango lassi. I'm pretty sure it's how you say that. So here we are. It's a very flattering image. Small ass cup. Got a straw to grow the buccinator muscles so I lose some looks maxing progress, because I'm trying to smurf. Alright guys, well that's very unlucky on two counts. Count number one, the webcam died. Count number two, the chronometer over here says, it just ratted me out. It's a little bit of a self-report. I've only had 2,700 calories today and not 3K. This just goes to show that tracking your food is very important, because today I didn't track anything. I was just like, oh okay, fuck it, let me show them what the average day in the eating was like. And it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense that what's it called? I haven't been gaining much weight in the past however long I've been trying to, because once again I fell short of my fucking calorie goal. This puts me maybe at maintenance, maybe just above, maybe just below, who knows. This is why you have to track. Now, the macros come out to 184 protein. I highly fucking doubt that. I did have a few chicken thighs. I did have a good amount of protein from the protein bars. The tuna, actually, yeah, that makes a little bit of sense, maybe. That's good. So the protein was a good amount there, which is maybe why I didn't feel hungry and I didn't feel the lack of calories. Now, 17 surplus, I'm supposed to be at like a fucking... Yeah, it says right there. I'm supposed to be at like a 500 surplus. So, 265 carbs is fucking ridiculous. That seems like a little bit high. 94 fat seems a bit low actually for me. I actually have more fat on average, and I'm sure it managed to sneak its way in somewhere that I just didn't pay attention to. But what I'm more interested in, you can see all the shit that I put in here is based on what I said earlier. What I'm more interested in is the vitamins and the minerals. All the B vitamins got checked, obviously, because of the fucking chicken thigh mostly. Let's see. Folate from the avocado, that's nice. I don't even know what folate is. That's how you know avocado is such a goated food, because I genuinely don't fucking know what that is. Now, the water, don't freak out about this. I didn't track how much water I drank. 0 out of 64 fluid ounces, as it says right over here. Now, the fats, I'm super surprised, and this may actually be the first day in some time that I've stayed under the fat requirement, because, big surprise, I haven't had any eggs today. And eggs are a vital food for testosterone, all sorts of vitamins, all sorts of cool things, and they're a big source of fat. So me not having them today definitely made me fall a little bit short. But what I'm most interested about, as I said, is the vitamins and minerals. Trans fats is fucking ridiculous. 0.7 grams from the whole milk, really? Whole milk has trans fats? That I didn't know, so you learn something new every day. Now, I got my copper, my iron, my manganese, phosphorus, potassium. This is all great. What am I actually concerned about? I'm concerned about, just without looking at the things there, just take my word for it, I know the webcam is off. Zinc, fucking potassium, magnesium, maybe some calcium. I'm also worried about, boron. I don't even think it tracks boron here. I kind of forgot what's important for testosterone. Oh yeah, iodine. I just looked there. So the iodine, I'm guaranteeing it's going to be from the seaweed. Really? I would have thought the iodized salt on the seaweed, and just in general, that's a good source, and the tuna is a good source. However, it says data confidence score is 18.8%, so that specific one can't be trusted that much. Fluoride, the tuna definitely has fluoride in that, so I got the iron. The magnesium could have been higher, but I got a good amount. That's a nice electrolyte, very good to have. Also potassium, selenium, and zinc. The zinc is what I'm most concerned about as a mineral, because it's very important for testosterone. And lo and behold, whoop-de-fucking-do, the chicken thigh, the animal protein, has a lot of zinc. Now, on the vitamin side, I was actually pretty lacking. I could have... oh, wait, hold on. Let me add in some fucking tangerines, because I did have those. Maybe that'll increase something. Very raw. Let's go small. Let's say too small. Did that increase anything? A little bit, maybe. So... vitamin K, E, D, C, whatever, all of these I'm lacking in. Vitamin D is especially scary because, what's it called? Today was not sunny whatsoever, so I probably wasn't, I know the sunlight still, like, hits you, but it wasn't as sunny as it could have been, so it wasn't as optimized. Now, I think this really serves as a great example of, like, I just caught myself lacking here. Because it looks pretty good, right? The macro split looks decent. However, why is this bad? This is bad because... I ate a bunch of unhealthy foods, which is what I thought was for the greater good of, like, oh, I'm gonna gain the weight and become strong as fuck. But it turns out I was actually under my calorie target. So if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do the dirty bulking like I am doing, make sure you're doing it properly. This is fucking slightly unacceptable, ever so slightly. And so I really do need to make sure to course correct for tomorrow and actually get in the right number of calories, carbs, fucking fats, whatever else. Although eyeballing, it's not too much off, but it's enough off to throw you off, right? So I'm only in 100 calorie surplus. Bro, I can scratch my fucking balls. I can burn 100 calories. 100 calorie surplus is so, like, immeasurable, right? That it's very, very unreliable to bulk on that. And you're better off going a bit higher, like I am going right here. Magnesium lacking, vitamin A lacking. All of these seem pretty good. The potassium is actually good. What had that much potassium? I wonder. The avocados, apparently, the chicken thigh, the protein bars. Okay, so it was a combination of everything, but I didn't know avocados had that much. Now, I hope you learned something from this. If you, I'm definitely gonna fucking read up on this. Maybe it wasn't the best sales pitch to see that, in my opinion, like in my own personal fucking diary, to see that I mess things up. But it's a little bit of humility, and the point is that I'm taking a look at this, and the goal is to get it better over time, you know? So, if you like this, you think this stuff is cool, and you'd like to get more into this realm of both the culinary, today wasn't very culinary focused for me, but also nutrition, please check out the description. I do have a paid program. It's going for $47 pre-sale. If you're seeing it now and it's fucking $97, that means the pre-sale has ended, unfortunately. But what is fortunate is that at least 10 people thought it was worthwhile and haven't yet refunded. So, please check that out if you want to get more involved with things like this, with the nutrition and culinary aspect of things, because I think it's super cool. Break down in a bunch of modules several aspects of this, mostly culinary, but also just a little bit less, but still a good amount of the nutritional aspects right over here. So you can hit your targets, do whatever. If you think this helped you in any way, maybe pointed out some flaws in your own diet, inspired you to start tracking your own micronutrients, please give that a try. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Now, remember, we may not have a lot of time in this world, but we do have enough. Thank you so much. Peace.